There we go. Finally got the camera to work properly. I went down this morning and spent an hour finishing up the new pen that I'm building, the temporary pen for the hogs, and the camera didn't record any of it. So I'm going to take you guys down now and show you what I've actually done this morning. Just a temporary pen that I'm doing for my new boar I got coming. Just a young one. He's only 8 weeks old. So yeah, this is the pen. Hang on, let me zoom out a bit. I'm in too close, I think. I'm just kind of standing in the center of the pen here now, just so I can just zoom around and let you guys have a look-see. This is the new pen. That's hog paneling that I've been using here. It's the same stuff they use in a commercial hog factory. So this is the gate to the main pen, which is out there. I don't know where the pigs are. They're down in the bush somewhere. And yeah, there's more of the fencing. This is the hog shelter. This is the little shelter I built for them. There's all my tools sitting on top of the roof right now. Oh yeah, and electric fencing all the way around. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that. What I'll do is I'll go over here and I'll zoom in a little bit so you can actually see this. So yeah, this is the electric fence that I'm doing. Well, it's done actually. It's already hot live, so I can't touch it. I use these insulated screw-ins because I use wooden stakes because it's just way cheaper, and I can just make them from, you know, just about anything on my property, and it don't cost me anything. I use them when I do a lot of fencing for my main hog pen because most of these clips or these screw-ons are put in the live trees around down there, so I just use the trees as my post. But yeah, so and the other thing that I do is every second one and every corner I wrap the wire around so that if a pig breaks a line, it only affects that one area. It won't affect the whole entire fence. Like if they break it off there, the fence will be still live on here, because I always make sure the fence is charged from both ends, so that if they break the fence, it still stays live on the other end that it's not broken. That's the main reason I do the wraparound. The filter that I have over here is just, that's a big stump that's right there. That's a big stump that used to be a pretty big tree there. But yeah, so this is just a little pen, or it's just a shelter. It's just something to keep the piglet, the young boar, out of the sun and off the rain, or out of the rain as well. A way to pick up the piggy. I'll be back soon. So yeah, here's the new boar. Not much of a boar yet, he's pretty tiny. He's 8 weeks old. Little guy, multicolored, speckled. I would rather a black one, but he didn't have any black ones, so beggars can't be choosy. Alright, so now I'm going to back up all the way down to the pig pen so I don't have to carry them. kicking up stink. Okay.
Probably a good idea.
Come on, little one. We got to get you out of the back of the truck and start to cook in there. We're going to have pork roast soon. We'll get you out of the sun. Heavy little bugger. There you go, buddy. Out you go. Come on. Get out. That's a pretty wild shock for this little guy because he's never been outside or seen grass before and he's already eaten. Alright, so now I got to go get his food and water. I didn't want to put it in there before he got put in because I want to do it so that you can see me doing it. So yeah, the main reason I had to get a new boar this year, this is the same thing I say in every video I've been doing for the last 6 months, and that is Fiona. That's the hurricane we had here on the Atlantic coast. I got really hit hard I should say, from the hurricane. And what happened is so many trees came down across my fencing that Boris, which was our black boar, our pig, he kept getting out. Now our power was gone for 23 days. We had no power. But now I had power during the day. I ran a generator probably for about 16 hours a day, 17 hours a day. And it was costing a fortune to run a generator all day, every day. So we would shut it off at night. We really didn't have much of a choice in the matter. First couple weeks it was okay. Then about the third week, when we were getting into the third week of no power, I got up one morning, went down the back to feed the pigs, and the Boris was gone. He escaped. He just was out. I didn't know how he got out. So I walked around, no sign of him. I called him, and I could hear him grunting, and he come running. Like, I had no problem. Every time I called him, he would come. This went on. Like, we got our power back. I got my fencing all fixed up. Everything was back to normal, and everything except Boris, the pig. He just wouldn't stay in, no matter what I did. I even ran, I usually run 3 lines and 1 ground for my pigs, the big pigs in the big pasture. So I even had an extra line up to about 4 feet, which you normally don't need to do for pigs, but I had to do it for him. I couldn't keep him in, no matter what I did. I even, in this video, the hog pen that I'm using to keep the little one in right now, I even made a pen for Boris with that. I made the pen, put him in the pen. He got in the pen, no problem. Boris was always food motivated. So he got in the pen. I stood there, I watched him. He walked up to that fencing, just stopped, looked at it, and jumped over it. This is probably a 600-pound boar. He just jumped over it like it wasn't even there. So I said, well, what I'll do is I'll put an electric line across the top of it and see if that would discourage him from jumping over it. Nope, didn't work. No matter what I did, it did not work for Boris. He was determined to get out. After 3 weeks of trying, the last straw was one morning I got up and he was gone again. I called him, he come running, but he ran across the road. He was on the other side of the road. I couldn't have that because a 600-pound pig, if you hit that with a vehicle at even 80 kilometers an hour, it'd be just like hitting a brick wall. And I was afraid somebody was going to get hurt, or I could end up getting sued for an animal that's loose. So, needless to say, I had no choice. I had to put him down, which I hated to do because he was a great boar. He was friendly, really good breeder. That was the only issue I had, but I had no choice in the matter, no matter what I did. And I was not going to put him into sell him to somebody who was just going to lock him inside in a cage for the rest of his life. I wasn't going to do that. He was used to being free, roaming around in acres and stuff, so. that was a hard day. So he just turned into ground pork for my dogs. So yeah, they ate pretty good, which is kind of a sad situation. But you know, sometimes on a homestead you got to do what you got to do. So now we got a brand new boar. He's only a baby. He's only 8 weeks old, and my dogs got to get introduced to him yet. They haven't even seen him yet, I don't think. So they need to learn that he's going to be one of the new members. And we're actually thinking about getting another female. So I might go tomorrow and pick up another female from a different breed. Well, the same breed, same breeder, but a different sow and a different boar, so that we could breed them. Because it's kind of hard to justify having a boar and one sow. I mean, you have to buy the boar, you have to feed the boar, you have to take care of the boar, and the same with the sow. And a boar, like, you need one boar, and you could probably feed, or not feed, but breed, probably 10 sows from one boar, if it's a good boar. So we'll see how things go. I'm hoping it's gonna work out good. So yeah, like, this is some of the downfalls of homesteading. Sometimes you got to do something you don't want to do. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the video, maybe consider subscribing. Hit that like button. Maybe smash that bell icon so you're missing my upcoming videos. And thanks for watching.